Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, we are continuing the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes Season 2, Episode 12. This title, Secret Invasion. I don't even have to explain. I mean, the last episode, clear as day. The Skrulls are coming. It's going to get real. I cannot wait to see what they're going to do in this episode. Because in the last episode, Episode 11, Infiltration, we had the entire Avengers, Skrull Avengers, show up at Wakanda, and Carol's like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? And the Skrull Avengers are telling her, oh, this stuff happened. We're seeing fake flashbacks. I mean, maybe this stuff happened in a sense of that they plotted out the story clear as day for Carol, for her to believe it, but it was fake flashbacks in a sense of, we're going to tell a story. Like, this is not real, but we're going to show it to make it seem more real in a sense for Carol to believe it. So they attack Wakanda. We have the real Black Panther, real Hawkeye, real Wasp show up later in the fight. And then slowly but surely it's revealed they're all Skrulls who showed up on the ship. Because episode 10, Prisoner of War, we had Cap and the actual real people that some of the Skrulls have taken over on Earth all escaped from that one ship. And I thought maybe it's them. But then no, the entire Avengers Skrulls show up, and then the end of the episode was saying, you can't stop it. It's already begun. It's already over. Like, you know, it's like, you can't do anything about it. Well, that's not true. So, Secret Invasion, love the title. Of course they go with that title. I cannot wait to see what they do in this episode, because so far they are knocking it out of the park with this storyline. They've knocked out pretty much every storyline, in my personal opinion, out of the park. They've done a great job overall with these amazing stories, and I can't wait to see what they do here with this episode to really show the full-on assault, essentially, of the Skrulls, because so far it's been a great build-up, some great moments, and now we're here to Secret Invasion. I mean, with that title, shit's got to go down. Like, some real big shit has got to go down. So here we go, guys. Episode 12, Season 2, Secret Invasion. Let's get into it and see what they do. Let's go.
I was running the numbers on these frequencies, and once the satellite array we've modified is activated, it'll wipe out every human on the planet.
Yep. Okay, now this makes more sense. Because I'm thinking, why are we opening the AIM? Because the Skrull is now just going, fuck it. Oh.
I will require S.H.I.E.L.D.'s full surrender.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, really? They're all Skrulls.
When all this is over, I'm gonna get a t-shirt made. Know what it's gonna say?
T-shirt?
Eliminate her.
It won't be long now. Can you feel it? I know.
That was a little weird. It won't be long
After
now.
all, as it is written.
Jesus Christ. Okay, this is...
This thing falls out of the sky every other Thursday.
Is that when the show aired on Thursdays?
I understand, my queen. Captain America out.
We're 5 minutes
That's
out.
what he just found. He just found out the fake Cap.
Skrull ship just...
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I saw a Wolverine looking one.
At least we know there's
That one right there.
Nicholas, I've enjoyed
I like how she
watching
says,
the
like,
master spy fail so badly.
doesn't say Nick.
You
Nicholas.
let your enemy.
Okay, okay. This is good. If we take her out, is that good?
Do we have a plan?
Iron Man's the plan. All we have to do is save his life.
Yeah, exactly. I figured. Careful. Oh, wow. Whirlwind or whatever the name was. Nice pull. Interesting. Ooh. Hawkeye's so useful. Cyclops.
We're all friends here.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Now he reveals himself.
All this time, you were the Skrull.
He's like, yeah, you know. But You can't there's nothing to broadcast that camera to. I'm just saying there's not.
They see that our planet is on the brink of disaster.
But they also see the potential in us. And these people, the Skrulls, they want to help.
I ask you now, my friends.
Embrace change. They're good. I'll give them that. Lost access.
They're good. Well, that was a good speech, even though it's complete bullshit.
Now we go take out every single Skrull on this planet. Right after I call a friend.
Who you calling? Who is he gonna call?
Captain America will deliver this world to me.
I don't think so, Skrull.
Yes.
This is our world.
None of you will survive my Super Skrulls.
Did he call Thor? He called Thor.
Is that so, creature? We shall see. Avengers!
Wow.
Assemble!
Wow.
It would seem my return to Midgard was timely.
Yes, it
What,
was.
You mean this? This is nothing. But since you're already here, you might as well stick around and help out.
It's nothing.
Good to have you back.
Oh, spider. Oh, shit. I didn't see that one. Oh.
Activate the failsafe. That should teach these primates a lesson.
Understood.
What's the failsafe? I guess they were prepared in case something like this was to happen, I'm guessing. Oh, the satellites. Okay, that makes sense. Uh-huh. I bet the say, because Thor is not going to get affected by this. That's a nice shot.
You can't possibly.
I'm glad they have they both have different suits.
There's more to human beings than our bodies and minds. Something you'll never understand.
Punching away.
How can this be? Right with that.
I just love it. It's like, get out of here.
We're holding them in a special section of 42 until we can figure out what to do with them.
Even the Queen.
These things are easily repaired. But broken friendships, broken trust,
Yeah, trust.
wounds such as these take much longer to heal.
Okay, so a lot went down in this episode. They really, I mean, the title, I mean, it was perfect because they literally did so much in terms of actually invading, actually doing a lot of stuff here. So I think all the build-up they've been doing over the past couple of episodes in this season to build up the Skrulls, even though the last thing in the season 1 finale was showing Cap being knocked out by a Cap Skrull Cap, they've been slowly building this up. So I think this episode delivered so much more because they had all of that build-up since that point at the season 1 finale, the last thing you see, and then of course all the stuff in season 2 building up to this point. It really made an impact. And the fact is, this wasn't like the season 2 finale. This was in the middle of the show. So that was pretty good there because they could have done more build-up, but at some point you're going to run into the thing of where you're just stretching it out just to stretch out the storyline. So they just got to it. And they delivered. They delivered. There is one small critique, and then everything else is fantastic. My small critique, I'll get to first and get out of the way. My one little small critique is that I thought there was going to be more of showing the Skrulls invading other locations besides just where the Avengers are, where the main people are. I just thought they would do some quick shots of that because when Kang invaded, they were doing some of that a little bit. But in this, they didn't do any of that. They just highlighted just the Avengers kind of discovering who's a Skrull and the invasion and fighting all these Super Skrulls who had multiple abilities in one Skrull. It was like insane shit. A lot of things to talk about with that. But that's the only real critique. So they did a great job in the opening showing all the Skrulls we know about in terms of who is a Skrull. In the beginning of the episode, doing some stuff, going over it, starting a countdown, all this kind of crazy shit, and basically starting the invasion. And then we cut to where, of course, Skrulls are coming down, and then all this shit's going down. They're trying to figure out what's going on, and then different these little countdown things exploded or something took out different areas, as it is written or whatever, saying that line over and over and over. But then we get to Tony laying there, can't move. Everyone's knocked out in Little Nick Fury's secret base. We have the Queen there, and she's calling him Anthony and stuff, and Nick Fury, Nicholas, and she's like saying, you know, it's all over, it's all done. It's like, we've heard this a million times from villains, but it does seem that way because you've been spending all this time setting up this invasion. And the thing with the whole helicarrier and stuff, and with Quartermain, I think that was his name, who just bypassed Maria and just went, and Maria wasn't even Maria, like it was an android type situation. And he just like starts typing away, and she's like, Quartermain, and then she says his first name, and he's just like, this is mine now. And then it explodes, like they blow up the helicarrier. Explode up. And fact is, Maria's like, Nick Fury was right. So she knew. That because I mean, you can't bet against Nick Fury. He knew. I think what's interesting though is that the Queen says to Nick Fury how you basically told the enemy everything you were going to do. So that kind of helped us in a sense. Thankfully, everybody on the ship, in terms of real Cap, all of them show up there in this episode. Of course, last time I saw them was Prisoner of War. I thought they were going to show up in the last episode, but they waited till this one. So we had a big fight. Holy crap, with all these Super Skrulls, and then eventually we have Cap and the rest of them who actually escaped show up. And that fight ensued. So the Super Skrulls had like a multitude of like looks and powers. We had one that had like this weird design, like and part of it was Spider, the Spider chest, and then the colors of Spider-Man's suit, which is like, okay. We had one that had the claws of Wolverine and the actual eyewear of Cyclops, able to shoot the beams out. And we had a bunch of other ones that just had some weird power. Like one had whirlwind and also had like the arms, like the Abomination or whatever. There was a lot of Super Skrulls. A lot of them. Now, more of them had, in terms of like unique looks, like different pieces of different characters they've taken the abilities from. But other Skrulls just look like, or other Super Skrulls, not Skrulls, other Super Skrulls just look like regular Skrulls, but they had abilities like invisibility or like, you know, Human Torch, stuff like that. I was kind of hoping we would see more of these heroes fight. Like, the Fantastic Four was just taken out of the picture, like they were like transferred to another dimension or something, so they were brought back by Sue Storm. I was kind of hoping we would see them show up. And the fact is, when I start to see the Spider-Man look and the X-Men with the Wolverine claws and Cyclops beam, I'm thinking like, where are these characters at? Like, are they gonna show up to fight? And they didn't. I don't know. I was kind of hopeful, because they had been teasing and showcasing through pictures. Like, the first thing we saw pictures of Fantastic Four back in the day. Then now they're popping up in the show. And then we see on Nick Fury's like wall of like suspects. We see like freaking Beast. We see Sasquatch. We saw Cyclops and Wolverine and Spider-Man and a couple other people. So I'm like, what the fuck, Magneto? I'm like, God dang, where are these characters? And they're not there. Thor showing up was the highlight of the episode. I think Thor showing up was truly amazing. I mean, when Tony said, I have to make a call, I didn't know who he was going to call. I'm like, it could be anybody. I mean, but the fact that it was Thor is amazing, because Thor showing up, I mean, he literally, if Thor wasn't there, I think the Skrulls would have won. Because the whole satellite thing, which they opened, I think, the episode, yeah, with AIM and everything, and it was, you know, this intelligence or whatever, that guy who we show how they were able to get the real guy and then to transfer his thoughts and everything to the Skrull in order for him to take control and pretend to be him. We see that Skrull take over and basically say, you know, the satellites are complete, well, they would kill everybody. He's like, but what would that kill everybody? Even us? Yes. And then it's the Skrull. So the failsafe was to have these satellites go crazy and shit and basically, I guess, kill them, like scramble their brains to the point where they die, I guess. But Thor, thankfully, cannot be affected because he's a god. So, of course, he's not going to get affected. But thankfully, he was there. If Thor didn't show up, I think they would have lost. There might have been another way to save it, but I don't know. Overall, some really crazy shit. They saved the day. They have all of the Super Skrulls locked away in some sort of special place in Prison 42 or whatever it's called. And I don't know if that, like, I don't know if that means we're going to be seeing more of the Skrulls later in terms of, like, them studying them. I'm not really sure, but, like, this is not going to be good because Cap was walking away and Nick Fury said that, no, it was Thor because Nick was sitting there and he was like, we paid a price. That was what I was thinking. Nick Fury said we paid a price. We did win, but we paid a price. And Thor is like, broken friendships, broken trust, and that's really what it is. This is broken trust now, because with what happened, I mean, I don't think anybody in terms of a broadcasting saw what, like, the Skrull Cap or whatever. Like, they saw Skrull Cap giving the speech. I think everybody saw that speech pretty much from Cap. So I don't know. I don't think they actually saw Cap fighting Skrull Cap, like showing that's not really Cap. This is really Cap. And also the fact that because like the Queen clearly said, your people believe what they see. So what they saw was they thought was Cap. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's still going to be going on, because the way they ended the episode, it wasn't like a happy yay we won moment. It was more like, oh shit, there's a lot of issues here. There's things that we can rebuild, but trust and friendship, that's going to be a hard thing to do. And just Cap just walked away. I mean, everybody believed he was still around all this time. I mean, it's pretty messed up stuff. So yeah. What'd you guys think of this episode of Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes Secret Invasion? I'm curious to know your thoughts. I really enjoyed the episode. I cannot wait to see what they do next, because this show is kicking ass. It's delivering. And I can't wait to see what they do next. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.